Josh, time for dinner! Dinner now!
Hey, son. Yes, you. Are you tired of playing that clunky Game Boy? Well, I've got something for you. Check out the Gameboy Micro.
Alright guys, so let's take a look at the Gameboy Micro. This was Nintendo's last Game Boy that they released in the Game Boy series. And this one was released in 2005. And it's actually a lot smaller than the Game Boy Advance, the regular Game Boy Advance, and even the SP. But we'll do a side-by-side comparison here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and take a look at the just an overview of the system here. You have your D-pad, which is very similar to the kind of D-pad you'd feel on like a DS. You have your 2-inch screen, your B and A buttons, your one speaker. You have L and R charging port. You have your volume rocker. You have a lanyard slot here. You have an earphone jack. This is your power button, or power switch, and you have your cartridge input. And this actually only plays Game Boy Advance games. It does not play regular Game Boy games. It just doesn't fit. Try Game Boy Color as well. But let's go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison of this system to the other Game Boys. Alright guys, so here's your side-by-side comparison. You have your Game Boy Advance. Gives you an idea of how small this thing is. Game Boy SP. A little longer than the SP. Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Pocket. Alright, now that you have an idea of the size of the Game Boy, let's go ahead and power it on here. If you notice when you power it on, these select and start buttons light up. It has a very good screen, very clear. See, my one problem with this thing is the screen is just too small for me. I mean, 2 inches is tiny. But it's very crisp, very clear. And that has the same kind of screen that you would see in the later release of the Game Boy SP101. Nice backlit screen. This is Gundam Battle SD, I think. Very good game, by the way. When you hit the volume button, it makes a little beeping noise. That's as high as it goes, so it doesn't get very loud at all. But the one single speaker, the mono speaker, does sound pretty good. Alright guys, so that is the Game Boy Micro. Great little handheld, but for me personally the screen is just too small. And these are kind of expensive now, but if you can get one, you know, on the cheap, I definitely suggest picking one up. More of a novelty really. And one thing I forgot to mention actually is the faceplates are removable. So this right here is actually a faceplate that you can take off and put different colors and different custom ones on there. So there's a little screw right there that you would undo that screw, or unscrew the screw there, and you would be able to take the whole faceplate off. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.